to address. My biggest concern is what's going to Public Works next week. Is the streetcar problem. I've been saying it from day one. These streetcars are causing congestion. We have to start phasing them out. I know we just bought a lot of new ones, but we cannot be investing in above ground transit anymore. And I don't know what these other candidates are talking about above ground transit, but I know I want to build subways. And you see what happened in the storm. They freeze up, they cause congestion, one breaks down, they all back up. This is not the way the city is going to get out of congestion there, and we cannot be purchasing new streetcars. I guarantee when I'm re-elected we're not buying new streetcars. So hopefully, and I talked to Andy Byford briefly about it, and he said, well, we're stuck with them. I said, well, before you purchase anything new, please let me know. Okay, so.
How is that a solution for the situation on the road right now if we've bought new streetcars?
Well, what I'm saying is that is the problem. I inherited this mess from David Miller, and I'm not passing the buck. I don't blame the province. I don't blame the feds. I don't work like that. Solution is we have to find alternative ways of moving people around, and the only alternative ways of moving people around are building subways.
But on King Street.
Okay. Well, you look back way, many years ago, there was plans to build subways on King Street and on Queen Street. And at the time, the councillors thought of better things called streetcars. Well, now, obviously, we have to move on. And I can't sit here and I'm going to tell you, you can't get rid of these streetcars, obviously. But we can start phasing them out. And once they come up, you look at the tracks. The tracks got to get repaired, every 20 years? You see what's going on Dundas and Spadina now. This is not the way people want it. Congestion's a major issue. At least I'm trying to tackle the issue. At least I'm addressing the issue. You can't snap your fingers and say we're getting rid of the streetcars, but I can tell you one thing, we're not buying any more new ones, and we have to replace them with buses and get to the curb. Bike lanes, I've said from day one, we moved them from Jarvis to Sherbourne. That's what the people wanted, that's what we did. We have them separated bike lanes. This is a pilot project that I agree with the temporary painting of the lines. If it becomes permanent, then if the people downtown want the bike lanes, I don't have a problem with it, because that's the mode of transportation people get around with. Out in Etobicoke, out in Scarborough, up in North York, I'm sorry, very few people ride bikes up there. It's a downtown issue, and I have no problem saying, okay, we can put a temporary line down there, but the whole idea is you got to keep traffic flowing, and if it's going to take away from traffic, or a lane of traffic, I cannot support that. Owe us money, which I understand they owe approximately $200,000 as part of the lease. We agreed to that. Then we have to look for someone else to take over this lease. Okay, I think we've all gone down there. I support a small business, but we have to find someone who's going to agree to the lease, and unfortunately, there's some issues down there. So what I want to do is go out for an open tender, and whoever can give us the best deal, I'm willing to look at. But they've got to pay up their bills. They've got to do the renovations that they promised on the lease, and unfortunately, I can't say they won't do it, but it's not looking very promising now, and government management's going to deal with that. So,
what do you want to see?
What do I want to see? It's hard to say. I can't name restaurants, but chicken and vegetables. No, I just. But